Namaskar. Hello and welcome to P Guru's channel. I'm your host Srikumar K joins me today and we talk about Tamil Nadu politics as well as politics for all those election states. And let's welcome Srikumar K. Srikumar ji, Namaskar and welcome to P Guru's channel. How are you?
Namaskaram, sir. Fine. How about you?
I'm doing very well. Tamil Nadu is one of those states where real life is actually considered bigger than real life. And this is something that has been seen so many times. And one more time, one more actor, one more real life trying to become bigger than the real life. What is the latest on that movie release of Jananayagan? And also, what are the initial crowd numbers for Parasakti, which is the competing thing from DMK? Over to you.
Yeah. Good evening, viewers. Like Shreya said, the politics of Tamil Nadu is fast evolving because I wanted to balance all election-prone states, including Kerala, Bengal, Assam, as well as Tamil Nadu. But the swiftness which is I am able to witness in Tamil Nadu, it is mind-blogging. So one thing I wanted to tell about Tamil Nadu is Tamil Nadu and film industry cannot be separated. So it is always they complement each other. The Tamil film industry, they support the politics, as well as the politics, it is supported by the film industry. Now, we are having two movies which is coming in the runner-up to the Tamil Nadu Assembly elections. One is a Jananayagan, which is acted by the movie star Vijay, who himself is has floated a party called TVK, Tamazhaga Vettri Kazhagam. Now, there is another competing movie which is called Parashakti, which is being promoted by the DMK, which is the ruling party of the Tamil Nadu government. Now, what's the problem with the Jananayagan? Because the Jananayagan is considered to be the last movie of actor Vijay, because he already declared that he want to enter politics and film industry will be over for him, and he want to contribute himself fully for the political journey. So the movie is supposed to be released before Pongal Day. This is supposed to be on 15th of January. But the central censor board, they have raised some objection regarding giving some certifications for this movie. And he approached the court. Vijay approached the court, and a single judge bench had directed the film censor board to grant a UA certificate. But it was further the institute, when the association planned to have an appeal, the government body wanted to have an appeal. They approached the division bench of the High Court, where it was led by the Chief Justice of Madras High Court. He put a stay on the single judge bench order, and the case was further adjourned to 21st of this month. That means that Jananayagan movie will not be released before Pongal Day. So it will be further postponed. So it is also learned that the film production group has approached the Supreme Court in this regard. But I don't think so that Supreme Court will entertain this, because the court has just adjourned this. High Court has just adjourned this. So it has not passed any order. So I don't think they will get any reprieve from the Supreme Court. This is as far as Jananayagan movie is concerned. And coming to Parashakti, Parashakti is a movie which is, that it had an earlier version. There was a Parashakti which was acted by the reputed actor Shivaji Ganeshan, which was scripted by Karunanidhi at that time. So now they wanted to replicate that. That means they wanted to have a title named Parashakti, but the content of the movie was more about the anti-Hindi agitations and the DMK style of politics of those times, with starred by an actor called Shivakarthikeyan. But I have not seen this movie, honestly speaking. But from the reviews I am getting, that the movie is not going well. So it is not expected to be, a big success. It is not going to hit. It's not going to be a hit. That's what I heard. So yes, sir.
Some of you may be wondering, isn't Central Board of Film Censors actually controlled by Center? No, it is not controlled by Center. There are regional CBFCs, and this would have been screened for people who are based in Chennai. And this is a very, just like any other government organization, this is also very corrupt. People have to pay money to get into that reviewer. There was an actor, usually one or two actors will be there, always. And that again is controlled by DMK. So this is all completely backhand play from DMK, according to me. They wanted to release their movie and suppress Vijay's movie. I think they have succeeded in this, but people have already said, I guess, that they don't really care much about the Parasakti. So only thing they may have, one is to not have it like a Pongal release. Deepavali release is a big deal. Pongal release is a big deal. These are all, I mean, in today's time and day and age where you have OTT, where you can see anything, anytime, anywhere you want, as long as you have a connection. So these things are losing meaning. Now, ground surveys are revealing, for viewers, this is first time I'm saying it on English channel, ground surveys are revealing that Vijay's connect is largely only in some urban centers, not across the rural parts of Tamil Nadu. People are, they kind of know him, but they're not so enthused that they have to go and vote for him. So the whole thing is going to start, trickling down. The interesting thing to me, Srikumar, is Congress is sort of sitting on the fence here. Should we go with TVK, or should we just keep saying we'll go and bargain for more number of seats from DMK? That point, can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yes. Before that, I wanted to tell, as you rightly mentioned, the festive seasons of film industry is especially for Tamil Nadu, is during Deepavali and Pongal Day. That was when I was very young and during my college days. So at that time, there was a craze for film industry, and especially college students and youngsters, they used to, queue in the cinema theaters to have a glimpse of their famous film stars or favorite film stars. Nowadays, it's not happening. So, as you rightly said, there is less time for people, and they are also having other avenues to watch the movies. Now, coming to, let us now slowly shift ourselves from the film industry to the alliance politics. So, Congress is caught in a dilemma. See, Congress has two groups. One is, as I already told in the last week, there is a gang called Jai Jagat Gang, which is revolving around the whims and fancies of Rahul Gandhi. So it is like an NGO type of organization, though it may have an elected members, but they don't reflect the mindset of the common public or the what to say the ground politics. So what I see is it has a set of so-called intellectual data managers, number crunching people, statisticians. So the Praveen Chakravarti, who is also one among that gang, so he actually put a Sri Ganesh for this issue. So he actually started this. So he met Vijay a couple of months ago, and he floated the rumors that the Congress may consider going with the TVK in the run-up to the assembly elections. This didn't augur well with the DMK because DMK considers Congress as one of its, vote catching ally because the more the Congress is gelled with the DMK, the DMK front will be rest assured of around 15 to 16% the so-called minority votes. So Congress doesn't want to lose its narrative politics. So the war of words started, and the Congress also wanted to increase its bargaining power. So earlier, before 2019, the Congress was, you can see so many times, the Congress had allied with both the DMK as well as ADMK. For example, I am taking you much before, like Karunanidhi had allied with Indira Gandhi. He had allied with Manmohan Singh during from 2004 to 2014 during that time. Later, Congress has allied with DMK from the year 2016 onwards. Whereas ADMK also, they also allied with Congress in 2001, even in 96, 91, 96, all those times. So the Congress had two options earlier. But when the BJP came close to the ADMK, Congress had only one option left, which was DMK. Now the another option is opened, that is Vijay. So Congress want to increase its bargaining power. There is always used to be a shadow boxing between Congress as well as DMK. Whenever an opportunity comes, Congress doesn't want to lose it. So it pulls and pushes the DMK for more number of seats. First, it will start with more number of seats, then share of power, all those things. Now, having Vijay as an option, projecting Vijay as one of its option, Praveen Chakravarti started that we need to have a share in the power. If DMK front or if DMK alliance comes back to power in the year 2026, then Congress won't sit back just supporting the alliance. It wants a share in the power. This DMK didn't react much to it. First, it took it very lightly. Later, the wish percolated slowly but steadily. It was the same opinion of Praveen Chakravarti was echoed by Manik Thakur, who is a Virudunagar MP, Jyoti Bani, another MP, in a similar way by another person called Tiruchi Veluchami. So many people, they may have occupied a position in Congress or not, but they started echoing the sentiments. So DMK began to feel the heat. Now the Congress is not going to keep quiet. It is stepping its offensive. Either it want more seats or it want to have a share of power. How to deal with the Congress? So now what is happening is the voice of power share, the voice of demand of sharing the power. It is not controlled by the Congress leadership. That means Congress, it is having the blessings of the Congress leadership. We can assume that Rahul Gandhi is promoting or he is encouraging this, the so-called talks, and this is catching the DMK in a bind. How to react to it? So it cannot say that the Congress can leave because they are already feeling the anti-incumbency. So without the help of the Congress, they cannot, cross the shore. So now the precarious situation for DMK is either it has to give a more number of seats to Congress or it has to give an assurance that it will share its power. Presently, it is not doing neither of these. We have to wait and watch. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, and we'll wait and watch that very keenly. See, a lot depends upon what kind of power TVK has, drawing power. Many people keep saying, like, no, even in rural TV, Vijay is popular. Guys, most of the elections in Tamil Nadu, what we have noticed is people don't decide until 3 days before the election. And one of the main decision reasons, one is how much money the DMK front is going to give, how much money the ADMK front is going to give. In fact, I've heard instances where they don't vote in the morning. Supposing if one faction doesn't give, one coalition doesn't give, they're waiting for them because the guy would have said, no, wait, we are coming, we are going to come. See, this is the interesting game that gets played. In those constituencies where it is a neck-to-neck fight, that's where people benefit a lot. What happens is, supposing one party plays its hand and gives, say, 5,000 per vote, okay, the other party is holding back, and the other party wants to give the money only if it sees early trends, whether it's going to win or not. A lot of things go happen. At 2 p.m. they'll decide, okay, it is worth giving money to this particular constituency because it's a neck-to-neck fight and we can sway so many people to our side. 5,000, this guy will come with 6,000. But it will be very carefully given to only those people who they know have had a past record of voting this way or that way. Committed voters will not get. Viewers, this is going to become much more scientific as time goes along, especially after IPAC. They gave a complete spreadsheet. Why do you think Mamta is like jumping like a frog on a hot pan? Understand what's going on in the back end. There's a lot of stuff that IPAC has done. They have completely, see, Project Joshua gives you information that you wouldn't believe exists about India. They have more up-to-date database than even Indian-owned government agencies. You know, they have classified into category, caste, subcaste, sub-subcaste, who pay, everything has been done. The question now is what is in the voter's mind? That's the only thing that's a variable. So right now I'm also watching another Tamil recording with um, Kolahala Srinivas featuring JVC Sriram as the guest, and very interesting findings. This one is going to be something different, and I think the nervousness displayed by DMK is evident in 2 or 3 things. They have transferred all the officials. Did you notice that? Everybody has been transferred. Usually why they do that is to shake you up, to try to get out of your comfort zone. You have to start re-establishing all your mamul stuff and all that stuff. And also they fear something is happening. My gut feeling is that after SIR, BJP has now started moving forward to cut all these fake votes. What is the next thing they are going to do? They are going to make sure booth level officer, not the candidate representatives, the parties will decide. The booth level officer is the one who will allow fake votes to be cast or not cast. Watch that one. Srikumar, your inputs on this one. Very important topic. Booth level
Yes,
officer.
yes. So before that, I wanted to touch upon the interview of Kolahala Srinivas and JVC Sriram,
Yeah.
because I was also giving some of the inputs to Mr. JVC Sriram, because I also traveled to some of the delta areas where I can find a palpable anti-incumbency against the DMK. If DMK happens to win, it is only because of its alliance and nothing else. But presently, what I feel, the DMK itself is reconciled to the fact that it is having a very big anti-incumbency, facing very big anti-incumbency. The reason being, number one, it has nothing new to offer. The earlier alliance is still, it is carrying on the same alliance. It's not going to add or it may lose some of the allies. It may not add up any of the new allies. That is point number one. Point number two, they already announced a lot of freebies during the last elections, which is most of them they had failed to implement. For example, they said that they will be reducing property tax. They increased it. They said that they will be arranging for a electricity reading per month instead of once in 2 months. They didn't implement that. They said they will give you free subsidy for gas cylinder up to rupees 100. They couldn't do it. 3 rupees, sorry, 5 rupees and 4 rupees for petrol and diesel respectively. They said they will be deducting it. They could only do for petrol to the extent of 3 rupees, not beyond that. They said they will waive off the education loan, other things, jewel loan, everything, but they couldn't do it. So which of the those things which were affecting the common man's on a financial aspects, they couldn't touch any one of those things. So there is an anti-incumbency is there, particularly northern Tamil Nadu and other parts. Delta still remains a favorite for DMK. They can get more number of seats there. But South remains to be the tricky area. The recent secret for the ADMK to ally with the BJP is they wanted to have a striking, in the southern areas. In southern areas, southern Tamil Nadu, they can't do that without the help of the BJP. That ADMK has understood that issue, and now they are moving in that direction. Presently, PMK, Anbumani Ramdas have allied, and in the coming week, in the run-up to the Pongal celebrations, we can expect other parties, some smaller parties also to ally with, so that they project a cohesive and a well-knitted alliance. Coming to the BLO, see, the BLO plays a vital role as far as any election is concerned. So, because presently the DMK has a very good network of the bureaucrats as well as the officers. That is the reason they have extended an olive branch to the JACTO Geo, which is the government association. But honestly speaking, not all were happy with the the pension scheme which is being rolled out to the government by the government. So there are some murmurings always there. We cannot expect the full government officers to completely back DMK this time for a simple reason, because they were also like other sectors, they were also affected, particularly the teachers, the nurses, the government servants, and even police officers, I should say. So they were also not that much happy in the ongoing events. Some of the the VAOs, what we say, the village administrative officers or other officers, are also facing this issue. So that is happening on one side. Another side is the BLOs. So the block level officers, the booth level officers, they usually play a vital role. As Mr. Shriya here said, the money distribution happens not to the supporters and not to the opposite supporters. It is given to the fence sitters, and those fence sitters who are gullible, I can say, not all. So if a person who is a fence sitter or who is a non-attached voter, if he or she is able to be made as a voter of a particular party, then that person can be rolled out money. Not all. If a person says that I want to always change sides, those persons will not be rolled out money. The problem here is with Vijay. Now you have on one side DMK, which is still sitting pretty, and mind one thing, it has not opened its Pandora's box, which is usually it does during the runner-up to the elections. That is in the form of an election manifesto or a promise, Sankalpa Patra, whatever it is. But this time the problem is it has not implemented its earlier promise. So forget about the new one. Even if we dole out some new freebies or something like that, the people will be, Tamil Nadu people, usually they don't, take it in that sense. Because if I come back again, we will do that, whatever we want. People will not take it in that way. They exhausted all their weapons. DMK's problem presently is it exhausted all its weapons. It exhausted its fund issues, the central state divide, religious issues, alliance problems, the perception game, media narrative, whatever you take, it lost everything, exhausted everything. Now they have to implement something new. Why there was a dearth of ideas? It is being reflected in its movie itself. Parashakti, it is coming back to 1967 issues, 1965 issues presently, and they wanted to project, yes, there is a big central state divide. Instead of projecting this as between BJP and the DMK, it highlighted the situation of DMK and Congress, because this issue happened when Congress was ruling at that time, and Indira Gandhi was the information and broadcasting minister. That is between 1964 to 1967, that time. So what the DMK wanted to achieve by this movie, I don't know, honestly. But it is, coming out with old and outdated ideas, which is not going to work out this time. If they want to win, they have either two options. One, to rely on its strength. Second, to rely on the opposition's weakness. Rely on its strength, it has already exhausted it. It's nothing new to there. Opposition, there are some weakness still. So if the opposition is still weak, then the DMK can smell some chance. But slowly but steadily, if the opposition gains momentum through alliance and through narrative and through manifesto or whatever it is, then we can safely assume DMK is having rough water this time.
Thank you so much. Let's take a few questions now, Srikumar.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Questions, please. Hang on, I'll get the question. Yeah. Shiva wants to know why voters are entertaining parties like DMDK and people like Mr. Ramadas and Mr. Tiruma who promote violence.
No, actually, DMDK doesn't promote violence, but they don't stand for any ideology. For a matter of fact, except Congress, BJP, and Communist Party, all parties have moved between this way and that way. So they have allied with all parties. So if you go to PMK, if you go to Vidudalai Chiruthaikal Katchi, they will give their own justification that they have started violence because of these reasons. There is a caste disparities or a caste enmity between each of them. So to safeguard their own interests, they have started that party. They whatever it is, but you can safely assume. But these are not the mainstream parties. They don't represent the whole of Tamil Nadu. They are there in some pockets, but that is also they are getting losing their stream, losing traction. Because right now there was a time I can say, take for example PMK. PMK should be there in the whoever PMK allies, that is a winning alliance. That was there during 98, 99, 2001, 2004, until 2006 it was there. Later, that was not happening. Now, even VCK, for example, presently, Vidudalai Chiruthaikal Katchi is one which is more affected because of Vijay's entry. Because it feels its core voters are going to be the bedrock voting community for Vijay. So we have to see after this 26 election how VCK is going to be play a major role in the elections. DMDK already it lost its sheen after the demise of Mr. Vijayakant. Now his wife and his brother-in-law they are running the show, but they are also supporting parties. They are not also the main parties. It had once about 10% of votes. Now it has steeply fallen. So we can assume that these are not the mainstream parties. They are just supporting parties. And the people of Tamil Nadu also, they have moved away from them a long time ago. Yes.
One interesting thing I noticed, somebody was saying that look, now they're distributing laptops and other appliances. Viewers, those of you who know how to use a phone and create videos, a very good suggestion from me. Go to place where you are living. That's where probably your vote is. You will find out that in your family there are 12 members. You say, I am this particular voting block, this, give the details. We are a block of 12 members, and we are willing to auction our vote. You make your bids, we'll decide. Don't take things like laptops. All these things they don't even work from day two. And it's useless. You are better off just having money, then you can decide where you want to do it. So if you're going to only get money, then why don't you pool everybody's vote in one pot and say, okay, we have 12 votes, auction it out. 1 lakh, bidding starts at 1 lakh. See how much you can get, benefit from that. Because this money thing has to go out of the elections. This is one way to break it, because they cannot match you after some time. Over to you. This is just a suggestion that I thought, why not? Since you're not going to be able to get rid of money, at least make good use of it. And don't take all these freebies, like a small gold thing. Nothing is gold. It's all gold plated. Don't even waste time. At least with cash, you have the option of putting it to good use. You may want to buy a new scooter. You may want to buy something else. Do that. Make it very focused. Make them earn your vote. Next question, please. Magnet Ranga says, will the anti-Hindu stance of DMK have any effect, at least now? There is a visible Hindu consolidation in Bharat, albeit in a slow way.
No, Mr. Magnet Ranga, usually I used to mention that in Tamil Nadu there are about 4 criteria which will always happen, always factor in an election. Number 1 is governance. Either it's pro-incumbency or anti-incumbency. Generally in Tamil Nadu, pro-incumbency doesn't work. It always there is an anti-incumbency. So to throw out a new existing government and bring a new government. So it always shuffle between DMK and ADMK. A couple of times ADMK had defeated the anti-incumbency. Second is caste. So the caste, which plays a vital role in North Tamil Nadu, in South Tamil Nadu, in Kongu region. So be it any political party, DMK, ADMK, Congress or BJP, so the voters see whether he belongs to their caste community or not. Third is a candidate. A worthy candidate always get a better vote. Because, for example, on one side, if you have a popular candidate, on the other side of a what particular community, on the other side you have another candidate of the same community, but he is less popular. The popular candidate has an edge, always has an edge. And the fourth important point is a manifesto or money, whatever it is, we can say the freebies. So that also play an important role. But whatever Mr. Shia has told in a lighter note, that freebie culture also has a time. It all started in usually it happened even in Congress times in 1960s also it started with some 10 rupees or so. When I look at the historical data or historical notes or the journals during those times, but now it has reached a level. Now, what happens? Even in some quarters of Tamil Nadu, also the women, especially because they promised some 1,000 rupees for women, women are now saying that they feel humiliated. The government themselves, they announced that they will give money, but after getting money, they feel humiliated, and they don't want money. They want a respect. They want a self-esteem. They want, they don't want that to be, treated in that way what it is being happening in public. So people are slowly coming out of it. There is government groups are also the residents groups are also coming. They want better civic communities. So those things are also coming up. But we have to see how it is going to work out. But religion, as you said, though it may have a traction, it may as you said, Hindu consolidation, all those may happen, but it may not happen overnight. One thing is sure that why it is so happening. I am taking Magnet Ranga's question. I am slowly, if with the permission of Mr. Shreya here, I wanted to explain a bit.
Please.
See why this Trippuram Kundram issue came up. Because DMK as such may not have wanted this to flare up to this extent. It fears that a portion of minority votes could be, going to Vijay. So, who are the bedrock voting community of DMK? To arrest it and to expand its vote, it thought that okay, taking up this issue will help them, but it went to a different level. So, religion will not help Tamil Nadu on any ground. So it may help other North Indian states, but not in Tamil Nadu because Tamil Nadu, it focuses on governance and misgovernance, popularity of candidates, caste, and freebies. Yes.
Thank you so much. Next question, please. Shankar wants to know, is TN BJP not combating the false narrative that BJP is influencing the censor board action against Jananayagan?
Mr. Shankar, I should say the TN BJP should refrain from doing any of these things. These are independent government bodies, at least for in paper. So if a governor does something, if a central authorities like income tax, ED, or whatever the central board of censor, those people are doing something, the BJP should say it is for those authorities or those people who are representing it, media advisors or media spokespersons of those authorities to give out their explanation. We have nothing to do with that. Because if you start doing that, then you have to explain the stand of each and every of their action. The party should defend the party's action, not the government authority's action. Because some may be justified, some may not be justified. Take for example, now if you say this action of central board of censor, They have given permission to Parashakti, but they have not given permission to Jananayakan for whatever may be the reason. How to defend it? You cannot do that. So better the party focus on the party's activities, its programs, ideology, or alliance, whatever it is. But leave the bureaucratic activities to those people. Let them decide. This is my opinion.
Thank you so much. Next question. It seems BJP has a better chance at Tamil Nadu than West Bengal.
See, West Bengal and Tamil Nadu, they are fast evolving. You cannot write off BJP in West Bengal also. For a simple reason, they have around 40% of votes. Don't take the theoretics of Mamata Banerjee. It may give a talking point, but you may have other talking points also in the future. Because party strength is on one side, perception is on one side. But the last voting and the counting that matters in West Bengal. The people should go out to vote. They should vote fearlessly. There should be security for the voters. The violence should be curtailed. So those things are there in West Bengal. But facing all the challenges, the Bengal BJP is doing its best. There may be having some shortcomings, which we will discuss in the future. But they are also pulling up their socks and they are doing their best. So 40% they are having assured. So that is there. But Tamil Nadu is concerned, it has a very less role to play. It has to play an alliance partners, not only with the ADMK, but with other groups also, because it is a part of a rainbow alliance. BJP is a part of a rainbow alliance. Definitely, its vote percentage has increased. Its presence has increased. Its narrative has helped. Though the negative image of Mr. Modi, which was how to say, mm, it was falsely
Propagated.
made
Propagated.
or yes, propagated, caricatured by these the narrative setting people, the ecosystem that has broken. Now people slowly have started reconciling themselves. Yes, Mr. Modi is here to stay for a longer time, and that image has slowly transformed. But so it is a part of an alliance. So we have to, the Tamil Nadu BJP's only hope is to increase its number of seats. Earlier they had 4 seats. Now they may hope to increase it to double digits. If it does so, that is a tectonic shift in Tamil Nadu politics. Yes, even with an alliance, the BJP has come out with a larger number of representatives, and it should try to expand its presence in many parts of the states, not alone with Coimbatore and Kanyakumari, which is always its strongholds, but other parts of the Tamil Nadu, including Chennai, northern Tamil Nadu, Kongu region, and southern parts of Tamil Nadu. That will happen only with the a multi-party alliance like ADMK and other parties. So we have to wait and see that.
Thank you. Next one, please. Ashok, so ask SK, sorry. Is there a sign of Hindu vote consolidation, Srikumarji? As Sriji mentioned in another video about Christian missionaries running a 4 or 5-pronged contest. Let me just set the context here for those of you. What I mentioned was that there are 4 candidates who are all Christians in life. Udaynidhi Stalin, presumptive Chiam, Sebastian Simon, who goes by the name of Seaman, Thirumavalavan, and Joseph Vijay. So Christians also have to think about all these things. Who has the best chance of winning among these 4 people? So we have to wait and see. So this is what I meant as 4 or 5-pronged contest. All of them are Christians. Over to you.
Yes, actually, when it comes to the voting by the minorities, so they are very strategic in their voting. See, for example, in Kanyakumari or some places, or whatever it may be. So if a DMK puts one candidate, ADMK puts one candidate, both belong to a minority community, then the minorities will choose who has to defeat whom. Like Mr. JVC Sriram, he mentioned yesterday in Kolahalas TV that in the run-up to the Telangana elections, the Muslim clerics have put a notification that in these places you support Congress, and these places you support BRS, the Bharatiya, the
Rashtriya
Chandrasekhar
Samaj.
Rao's party. Yeah. So they are having clarity on whom to support and whom not to support so that they keep away the BJP. Now in Tamil Nadu also, the minorities usually don't vote for ADMK. Even in MGR's time, they used to vote for at some places, not more than that. But now that Vijay has come, he is pulling up a lot of tractions, especially among the youth. And being a first election of Vijay, we can safely assume that he can extract some votes, but not to a bigger extent. But we have to wait and watch. But they usually do a strategic voting. As far as Hindu consolidation is concerned, it may not happen in the way what we were thinking, because we are seeing the happenings of North India in a different level, and Tamil Nadu and other places at a different level. So even Kerala, they will not vote in that way what Tamil Nadu is voting. Kerala has slowly started to move beyond its earlier voting pattern, which may we'll try to see in the coming days. We'll try to discuss it. But Tamil Nadu, the Hindu consolidation, it is we can say it is just a starting point, but it is not happening in a full-fledged way. But there is a Hindu awareness have created, not a Hindu consolidation, but an awareness have created, has started. Yes.
Thank you so much, Esram, for your super sticker. Aditya wants to know how much percentage of votes will Vijay get?
There is a conflicting, information which is coming in. Some people are saying that he will cross about 10 to 15 percentage. Some people even say that it is around 20 to 25 percentage. But as Mr. Shriya told it during the introductory speech, that the people decide only a week before. Right now, whatever we may see that no Vijay is getting big traction, because it becomes a trend. Because one person says something, all others, people who are also close to that person will also try to echo the same sentiments. But Tamil Nadu, usually there is a trend to vote out one particular party or to keep away one particular party. So if it wants to vote out DMK, then the people will think who is a credible, capable person to vote out DMK. That means it may vote the ADMK alliance, because TVK has not as such pulled any ally, junior alliance partners for itself, for his party. So that is one problem. But for example, if he is not a Prashant Kishore, he will not fizzle out with just 2 to 3 percentage. He will definitely get double digit percentage. So if he gets around, we can safely assume as on today, he can get about 15% of votes, 15 to 18% of votes as on today. I can say as with the average voting perceptions and data which I have extracted from different sources.
Ravi Shankar wants to know it would be very difficult for BJP in West Bengal and Tamil Nadu as both the ruling parties have mastered the election rigging.
Yes, actually, it's very difficult because BJP usually it is able to take on Congress, because whenever Congress is there in power, BJP doesn't face any big difficulty because it positions itself as a rightful alternative to Congress. But when there is a regional party, BJP faces a difficulty because the regional party usually blends itself with the state politics or the ground situation very easily. Whereas for the BJP, it has to report to the central unit, and the central unit has to coordinate with the state unit, and they have to equip the state unit in such a way that it combats the state, missionary and the opponent. But slowly, BJP has also mastered that art. We have seen how BJP successfully replaced Biju Janata Dal in Odisha. He was a successful politician, Naveen Patnaik. how BJP was able to do with Arvind Kejriwal in Delhi, which is another important state. If you see, Arvind Kejriwal was much more trickier than Mamata Banerjee. Because Mamata Banerjee, we all know that she is doing, we can be able to predict her. Her mercurial mindset can be predicted. That is, this is what she is, this is how she will behave. But Arvind Kejriwal is not like that. He can impersonate himself as a big Hindutvavadi on one side. On the other side, he can move to the other side so effortlessly. And there is an ecosystem in and around Arvind Kejriwal justifying his actions. And whatever is happening is under the nose of the central BJP, because he ruled Delhi for quite a number of time, which was once a hot seat of Johnson during the 1960s. Now, having said that, the BJP is also trying to push itself, and it wanted to, coming to Bengal, it may try to get at least 100 seats. That may be its target. Leave alone how it wins or loses, that is different. It wanted to put a brave face, get more voting percentage, move more than 100 seats. That could be its target. Tamil Nadu is concerned to play a junior role to ADMK, get at least a double-digit seats, if possible, a role in the cabinet, state cabinet, and to replace DMK from governance. That may be its intention. Both are possible, in my point of view, because in both the states, the one and only common feature which will be helping the BJP is the heavy anti-incumbency factor against both of these governments, both in West Bengal as well as in Tamil Nadu.
Chakra wants to know, what is the realistic seat target for BJP in Tamil Nadu in 2026, and should Annamalai contest on focus or focus on leading and strengthening alliances?
If you ask me, I would say that Annamalai should contest this election, because if he wins, then it will be a success for his own political journey. Because 2 times he was not able to get during 2021 in Aravakuruchi Assembly, as well as in 2024 in Coimbatore Lok Sabha. So if he wins in any of a good seat, then it will be a starting point of his successful political journey. As far as if you ask me, there are about 20 to 25 eligible candidates who have a good opportunity to win. Now, if you ask me how the BJP tried to extract the winnable seats from Edappadi Palanichami, that has to be seen. Because instead of focusing on large number of unsuccessful seats, getting the realistic number of successful seats, concentrate on them and put up their bright candidates, or whoever the winnable candidates they are having with them, and get more number of people. That could be the realistic target, or the option for the BJP. Now, if you ask me, the BJP has the potential to win around 10 to 12 assembly seats in the runner-up to this election. You may ask me why it is so like that, because I wanted to be realistic. You can say BJP will win 40 seats, 50 seats. So 10 to 12 will be the conservative number of realistic figures. The BJP will focus this time to win. It will try to maximize it. That's always there. As far as Annamalai is concerned, I want him to contest, so that if he contests, because along with him, other leaders should also contest, because they should show, yes, the BJP has also have the potential to contest and win the elections, instead of him just campaigning for the party. He should not restrict himself only with campaigning.
One interesting thing that came out of the discussion between JVC Sriram and Kolahala Srinivas. Viewers, the difference between winning and losing in Tamil Nadu? Less than 5,000 votes. And he had a very simple math. He said, per booth, if 30 people change their mind, from 2021 to 2026, that would unseat DMK. Because there are average of 30 booths per seat. So 30 times 30 is, 3,000 booths. 9,000 votes is what you get. If 30 people in each booth switch their vote to the NDA combination, the total is 9,000. If 60 do, it's 18,000. At that point, the whole thing is going to change. So it's a very, very, very down to level calculations. Are 30 people dissatisfied with the DMK regime this last 5 years? That is the question. You still have situation where even in deep south, rural areas, every usable wall is plastered with the symbol of rising sun. I don't know how they are going to wipe that from the memory of people. You open your eyes, you see the rising sun. That is have you seen that? You drive through rural Tamil Nadu?
Yes.
Smallest village, you still see it. Over to you.
Yes. Even I hail from a rural Tamil Nadu. So, but in Delta region. So I could be able to see that I can. But this time, people get those freebies, but they have not made up their mind. That is what, even with the staunch DMK supporters, who, I move with them freely because my childhood friends, they now support DMK or ADMK. When I asked with them, they said uh, they are not that much confident this time. The DMK supporters say that they are not much confident this time as they were earlier. So that is also one of the feedbacks, honest feedbacks I used to get from the ground. Yeah.
Next one, please. Rajendran wants to know, is Dinakaran or OPS back in the NDA fold?
There is a talk that Dinakaran will be in the NDA fold in the before January. I'm not sure about OPS because there is a cold war, or there is a sticking point of leadership between OPS and Edappadi Palaniswamy, because for known and unknown reasons they are not comfortable with each other. But there is a possibility that the BJP will have an alliance within an alliance, that they will get more seats as a common quota for all smaller parties, in which it will take the responsibility to divide and give uh, between the smaller parties, including Dinakaran and OPS. There is a possibility. In such an arrangement, that is possible.
Thank you so much, Srikumar. What a session today. And viewers, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Looking forward to seeing you again next Sunday. Srikumar, namaskar.
Namaste. Jai Hind.